love that tune, and I've had, especially that first line stuck in my head for so long, for so many years, and I needed to figure it out. That ever happened to you? Stay tuned for some simple steps for playing what you hear in your head, even if you don't have much time to practice. There were so many times I wanted to learn that tune, but I kept forgetting the name of it, so I couldn't look it up. Of course, now I know what it is. But at the time I said to myself, why not figure it out by ear, and then maybe I'll remember the name or hear it on the radio and see the title. That's happened so many times, not just with melodies, but also really cool licks. Can you relate to that? Hey, do me a favor, let me know in the comments by typing relate. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how you can play what you hear in your head in a few simple steps. Hi, I'm Donna from DonnaSchwartzMusic.com, and I've helped hundreds of students all over the world of all ages and abilities boost their performance skills and learn how to improvise with confidence. Now the backstory for this video is that a few of my elite private students have been struggling with this recently, and they asked me to shoot a video. They've been trying to, figure out like the stuff that they're hearing in their head, try to transfer it to the instrument. Now, if you're pressed for time with your practicing because maybe you're working many hours or maybe you have family obligations, you can do many of the steps that I'm suggesting without using your instrument. So you have this really cool lick you heard off of a record, or maybe it's something that you're just hearing in your head. Now the first step that you want to do is listen to that lick, that melody a lot. Make it an earworm. Now that's a social term, but it's really called audiation. And that's a term that was coined by Dr. Edwin Gordon decades ago. It basically means to recall something in your head, whether it was a few minutes ago or a few years ago. You just basically want to have that line in your head so you could recall it at any time. Now if the line is something you created, really simple, you can make a recording of you singing it. It's as simple as taking out your phone and opening up the voice memos app and singing it. Now you got a record of it, so you won't forget it and you could work on it later. Second step, after listening to it a lot, you've got to sing it out loud. You don't know if you're hearing it until you could sing it. And I actually just showed you that step on my phone. Hey, like what you're hearing so far? Tap that subscribe bell to be the first to know when new videos come out each and every week. Step 3. Now this is the one that a lot of people don't do, and if you do this step, you're going to make faster progress. Figure out the rhythm of the line and how it fits into a measure. Now I recently did a video on this called my 3-step process for memorizing licks and making them stick. You can do these first few steps away from your instrument, which is great if you don't have much time to practice. Step 4. This one's optional, but can be really helpful. Sing the line slowly so you can hear each interval. Do ba 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 da ba da ba ba boo da ba ba. Last step. Go to your instrument and work it out. Think of it like a puzzle. Do ba ba. Do ba ba. Do ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Do ba 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 da. Do ba 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 do ba da. Wait! Stay tuned. I've got one more tip for you. It's really hard to make noticeable progress if you don't know exactly where you are right now when it comes to improvising. It's like you're blindfolded and you're placed in a large room and you're trying to find your way out, but there's a ton of obstacles in there. All right, what's going to happen? You're going to wind up bumping into things instead of taking a clear path out of the door. Now, if that feels like you when it comes to improvisation, you definitely need to take my short quiz to discover your stage, where you're at right now. Just answer a few questions, describe your current situation, and we're going to pinpoint the stage you're at and what your next best step will be so that you can make noticeable progress instead of running around in circles trying to learn concepts that just don't make sense to you right now. The link is in the description below. Now here's that extra tip, and it's an exercise you can do to play what you hear in your head. Pick out 2 to 3 random pitches and sing them over and over and over again. Then figure it out on the horn. Now, here's the deal. That's like my first 3 steps wrapped up really quickly, right? Okay, but the difference is that you're not picking a lick that you just heard. You're not picking something that you're hearing in your head. You're just picking you're just making up some random pitches. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Now, at first it's going to be rough. Let it happen. Remember, you walk before you run, and you're not going to learn unless you get through the rough parts. So do this for about 5 minutes a day, and the more you do it consistently, you're going to be able to pick out those pitches much quicker. You know who's great at this? Greg Fishman. Now, I've interviewed him a number of times for my Everything Saxophone podcast, and he constantly sings a short motif and immediately plays what he sang. Now, Greg does this so well because he's worked on intervals for so long. Now, I've created a couple of videos on learning intervals myself, but I've also reviewed Greg's new book, Intervals in Action. Please understand there is no magic pill for being able to immediately play something you heard in your head or on a record. People that can do this have practiced this skill for many years, and the ones that are most successful probably learn their instrument by ear first. Now listen, please don't worry if you were not trained that way, because most of us have not been trained that way. But this is a skill that can be learned. These are the steps for playing what you hear in your head. Now remember to start slow with some simple lines or 2 to 3 note motifs, and don't forget, in order to pick out the best licks to work on, it's super important to know the stage you're in right now when it comes to improvisation so you can make more steady progress. Just take my short quiz and you'll get your next best step free video lesson. Oh, don't forget, hit that subscribe bell so you're the first to know when my weekly videos come out. Hey, thanks so much for joining me. On that note, take care. Have a great day. Thank you.